Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. The last time you saw me, I had finished the first, technically second draft of my spicy werewolf romance, which for now I'm just calling Claimed. I tried to film some weekly vlogs since then, but I just wasn't feeling any of them, and then it was Thanksgiving, and filming just kind of wasn't a priority, I guess, but I have been working on things at least. The last time you saw me, I was reading Night of the Witch by Sarah Raish and Beth Revis. I'm not quite sure if I'm pronouncing their names right, so please forgive me. I just wanted to say that I finished it, and I really enjoyed it. It reminded me very vaguely of Eternity by Maggie Shane, which is the first adult romance book that I ever read way back when I was like 11 and way too young to be reading stuff like that. It was also the book that kind of opened my mind to witchcraft and sparked my interest in it, so it was kind of almost like coming full circle with how much I enjoyed this book. All that to say, I really liked it, and I thought the romantic parts were written very beautifully. Like, I genuinely believed that these characters loved each other, even though it almost kind of was a little bit insta-lovey. You know, I don't really mind that. I will say that there is some animal death on the page in one of the late chapters, and even though there's a content warning at the beginning of the book, I totally forgot about it until I got to it, and it was a little jarring. It wasn't necessarily graphic or excessive, but it was very straightforward and just not nice. It happened in a memory, and it was to show you how shitty this character was, so it's like, I don't want to say it made sense in the story. I still think that the authors did enough to show how shitty this character was that we didn't need to see that kind of glimpse into the past to know. But it, like I said, it wasn't excessive, at least, but I did want to warn for that if you planned on reading it, because I did not like it. I'm currently reading Late Bloomer by Maisie Eddings, and I fucking hate it, but that's a story for another time. I don't like the DNF books, so I'm just going to keep trying to power through it. But yeah, so on to my writing. I did a bunch of story work for the next book in this tentative series. For now, I'm just calling the second book Tilda's book. I'm not decided on a title yet, and honestly, I don't think I can share much of this one because it would massively spoil Claimed, so that kind of sucks. As you can tell by the title, it is about Garrett's cousin Tilda. She will get her love story in this book. I used my favorite method of story work at the moment, which is Michelle Schusterman's fast outlining stuff, which, as always, I will include a link to down below. So I did the one-sentence summary, the query formula, which is kind of just a two-sentence summary, and the five-sentence summary, and I really had to do some brainstorming for that one because, while I know how I want the romance to end, I just needed to work on the external plot and figure out the motivations of the characters on a deeper level than I started with, but I'm happy with what I have. It's still going to have some insta-love, though the characters try to fight it because they very much dislike each other in the beginning, so there's a little enemies to lovers, and I'm just pretty excited to write it. I even started on my scene cards for this story, which is only the second time I've used scene cards, but I'm having fun with it. Going by Nell Alexander's short romance beats, I have up until the getting to know each other beat brainstormed, and then everything from the intimacy beat to the end brainstormed. So I have some gaps I need to fill in, namely the whole of the getting to know each other beat, but also the first kiss and the internal conflict beats. But for now, I've taken a break on that and gone back to Claimed. I'm doing a round of edits, mostly focused on cutting unnecessary words and details and making sure there are no obvious plot holes. I'm not going to go crazy working on this because I don't have any plans of publishing it anytime soon, but I do just want a nice, cohesive draft that I can share for free, just because my whole thing is that I like sharing my writing and that's what I want to do. Speaking of that, I plan to share this story via Substack. Big shout out to Writer with a Day Job for suggesting it to me, because until I looked into it, I thought it was a site like Twitter or Threads. I didn't realize it was closer to like a blogging platform mixed with Medium, mixed with something else, but when I started researching it, I kind of just fell in love with the possibilities. It seems maybe not exactly what I'm looking for, but I can work with it. And while Substack has like a paid sub option, I won't be utilizing that, at least not for a long time. I would love to obviously get paid for my writing, but then that would kind of defeat the purpose of me taking a step back from my publishing. So I will be sharing this for free. Like I said, you won't even have to sign up to read the story, I think. I think you'll be able to just kind of click like, no thanks, if you're not interested in signing up for this kind of newsletter to subscribe to me, if that makes sense. I will explain it more in a totally different video where I plan to go more in detail. But yeah, so I would like to get this story going by the first week of January, but I still have some stuff to figure out. I want to do another round of edits after this, just to catch all those like spelling and grammatical issues that are on the surface. And then I want to make some cover art to go along with it, and I'm just really excited to share it. And hopefully people are interested. So yeah, that is what I've been working on while I have been away. What are you doing? You're silly. You're silly. Can I go upstairs now? So it's Friday. It is December 6th, about 11:45, and I'm working from home. Obviously, I have my work laptop. I always put it out of the way because I worry I'd get in trouble if you saw the things I worked on. But yeah, so it's Friday. I filmed all week. That is the B-roll that you saw during my voiceover, which I have also already recorded so that I hopefully do not repeat myself when I come on to say, hi, hello, I've missed you all, and I've been working on Claimed, I've been working on Tilda's book, and I have decided to go with Substack when I am ready to share Claimed with you guys, which will be totally free, like I mentioned in my voiceover. I have been working on it for the past 2 weeks? I don't know, I lost track of time, honestly. I don't know how that happens, it just does. But yeah, so you might have seen this in the B-roll. Here's my edit tracker, and I have gotten so much work done. And, you know, I want to check. I want to check when I really buckled down and started working on these edits. Because I officially started the week of Thanksgiving, November 25th, but I was struggling. I was like getting like maybe a chapter a day for like 3 days. So really it's all been this week that I have gotten the bulk of this editing done. And like I mentioned, I'm only looking for like plot holes and things that don't make sense. Or I did notice, like in one of my earlier chapters, I said that the bedroom had like multiple windows, but then later on I said it only had one window. So stuff like that is what I'm looking for in this round of edits. I'm not super polishing it like I would if I were sending it to an agent. I'm doing what I would do when I wrote fan fiction, where, you know, it is as well written as I can make it. There are no spelling or grammatical issues, things like that. So I did make an iced coffee, and it's so funny. I wanted this cup so bad, but I never make coffee. Like, I would have to do like a double shot, and even then I've done it before, and it really only fills it up to like here. So, you know, I love and hate this cup. I had to have it because of the Wicked Lodge. I am not from the New England area. I've always wanted to live in Massachusetts, so I don't know. I have done basically everything that I wanted to do today. I lifted weights, I got all of my, like, the majority of my work done. I also spent the morning trying to design a save the date for our wedding next year, but I am not good at that. I am barely artistic enough with my words, but I'm definitely not artistic enough with like graphics and artwork. So we'll see what the save the dates end up looking like. But yeah, I've done basically everything that I wanted to do today, and I'm finally ready to jump into editing. We will be starting on chapter 18 today, and chapter 18 is literally like 600 words because it was like a short kind of just tense chapter. So I should finish chapter 18, and I also wrote in my planner that I would like to edit chapter 19, so hopefully we can get both of those done, and I'm gonna jump into it. Okay, so I finished editing both chapters 18 and 19. I did have to stop because I got an email. I'm trying to solve an issue with my work, and I needed like to play a game of telephone basically with all these different people to get an actual answer, but I think I've resolved it. So yeah, it is 1 o'clock now, and I just think I'm gonna stop. I'm trying really hard not to like burn myself out. I'm trying really hard not to like just keep pushing and pushing, because I'm always like, well, I have the time, I should just do it, or what else am I gonna do? I should just do it. And I know that's not healthy. I know I should focus on other things. Like I got a coloring book, so I've been like kind of coloring sometimes in my free time instead of forcing myself to work on my stories, which is normally what I would do. So you didn't see much of my writing, but this week I have edited quite a bit. I have 5 chapters left, including the epilogue. I did a rough kind of word count, and it looks like I have maybe 9,000 words left to go, maximum. If I decided to work through the weekend, I could probably finish it this weekend, But I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to give myself next week to work on it too, because let me check. I like to give myself like a little timeline. So in my timeline, I want it to be finished with these edits by next Friday, which is totally doable. Like I said, I have 5 chapters left, so I don't have to work this weekend. I can do it, I can start next Monday and have enough time to finish these edits. So I'm gonna stop. I'm kind of hungry, so I'm gonna eat. I'm going to obviously finish my shift, and then I'm excited because it's Friday and I haven't been able to share this news because I haven't really been posting, but I bought the tickets a while ago, so I don't know why I didn't say anything. Maybe I did, I don't know. But tomorrow, my fiance and I, we are going to see Hamilton, and I am so excited. We're not going to like actual like New York to see it like on actual Broadway, but it is the touring Broadway show. Like I saw Beetlejuice when it came to the Hippodrome in Baltimore back in June, and the closest the Hamilton tour is coming is Hershey, Pennsylvania. So we're going up to Hershey to see it, and I'm super excited. My brother and his wife are going as well, because they were into Hamilton before me, and my brother was like, he was always like texting me like, you have to listen to this, you have to listen to this. And I tried, but it was very hard for me because like there's so much going on, and I was like, yeah, this sounds really cool, but like I can't see it, so I'm struggling to follow along. So then it came out on Disney Plus, and I was obsessed. And so I think for like 3 straight months after it came out, I just was constantly sending Hamilton memes to my brother. God bless him for putting up with it. But yeah, so we're gonna meet them up there, and our seats aren't the greatest because they were selling out really fast and they were pretty pricey, but I'm still really excited. My brother and I, we've been talking about it, of course, and he shares my fears, for lack of a better word. We're both so attached to like the big cast that performed for the Disney Plus version. Obviously, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Leslie Odom Jr. I don't know why I'm stuttering, I'm so excited, but like we love them so much, particularly Leslie Odom Jr. Me and my brother are obsessed with his portrayal of Aaron Burr. Like I struggle to say I have a favorite character in Hamilton because it's like they were all in real life really shitty people, but I love that iteration of Aaron Burr so much, and I thought Leslie's performance was outstanding. And so me and my brother are a little worried. What if we're disappointed in the current stars? And I know we won't be, because there's a reason they're Broadway stars. And also, when I saw Beetlejuice, I was really upset that I wasn't seeing Alex Brightman portray Beetlejuice. I was seeing Justin Collette, but Justin Collette ended up being amazing, so I'm sure we're gonna love what we see. So I'm sorry I disappeared for so long. Especially, I'm sorry that while I was away, I was doing kind of significant work. You know, my story work for Tilda's book, most of the editing for this book. So I feel guilty that I did all of that kind of off camera. Like, what's the point of a writing channel if I don't show you guys when I'm actually writing? But it just was, you know, I guess I needed some time off. You know, we're just gonna play it by ear. So just thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone who has shown an interest in this story. I feel kind of embarrassed by it because, like I said, it's very indulgent. It's like a tropey, insta-love, insta-lust, werewolf, sexy story, you know? So it's like, it's kind of embarrassing. This is the stuff people really get made fun of. Well, they used to, and then book talk became a thing. But you know, this is the stuff that a lot of people look down on, so I don't want to say that like I made myself vulnerable by sharing what I'm writing, but it did take a certain level of courage to kind of share this stuff with you, and I'm excited to share the story itself with you. So thank you for showing an interest, and hopefully some of you guys will stick around to see when I start posting this on Substack. And thank you again to Writer with a Day Job for suggesting Substack, and I will see you guys in my next vlog, and I just really appreciate you guys being here, so yeah.